Hello, my name is Scott Edinburgh. I am the founder of Personal MBA Coach, and I'm here today to talk to you about the differences between applying in round one versus round two. A little bit about myself. I studied at MIT, where I learned economics and business at Sloan. I began my career at Deloitte in management consulting, worked in strategy and operations, and I went to Wharton for my MBA. I've been running Personal MBA Coach for more than the last 11 years. And I have helped clients around the world to get into top business schools, the 96% success rate, 5-star rated consultant on GMAT Club, among other platforms. And last year, our clients received a lot of scholarship dollars, over 4.5 million. So is there a right time to apply? The answer depends on what your situation is. Often there's the notion that round one is, quote, better than round two. And I'm not going to necessarily disagree with this, but it really does depend on you. So first of all, apply when you have the best application. I can't stress this enough. Often admissions directors say this, and they say this for a reason because you really want to submit the best quality application. It's quite competitive. So apply when you have that strongest application. Now, when does it make sense to apply in round one? First of all, overall acceptance rates are pretty similar across rounds, although there are certain instances where it does make sense to apply earlier than later. Programs with rolling admissions, so let's say Columbia Business School has rolling admissions, they also have early decision. It's better to apply earlier within that rolling time period. Perhaps you're working in a competitive industry. Let's say if you were working in management consulting. I work with a lot of applicants in consulting, among other industries, and I would say that probably the majority of them apply in round one. So it's a good idea to put your best foot forward ahead of time when other colleagues might also be applying. That said, you could certainly still apply in round two, and we see folks doing that every year. If you're seeking a merit scholarship, it's always better to apply earlier. There's a finite pool of resources available that schools spend on attracting talent, and the earlier you apply, the more likely you are to get some of those resources. Also, if you need some extra time just to transition to school based on personal or other situations, let's say. There are situations where round two makes more sense. If you are a reapplicant and you want more time to show your career progression, there are some schools, I won't go into details here, that much prefer round two for reapplicants so that they can show them the ability to improve themselves. If you recently switched roles, so say you started a new role within the last few months and you're not sure whether you're ready for round one, you might not be ready, or if you just want to improve the test score. Of course, if you didn't have time to develop the strongest application, you might just be better off waiting until round two as well. Other factors to keep in mind, by targeting round one, you'll have extra time if the applications aren't ready. Not everyone does things on time, hence this plan A, cross out plan B. So if you plan for plan A, which is round one, then you can always delay until round two. And there's certain programs where round two slots are just more limited than others. And for those programs, you're much better off applying in round one. That said, applicants definitely apply across both rounds, and we have success across both rounds. So a little bit about Personal MBA Coach. We offer boutique one-on-one admissions consulting and tutoring. I've been part of the AGAC board of directors for some time, and with that group, we work with admissions directors throughout the year. We have a conference annually with the heads of admissions, and we talk about a lot of things. For early MBA planning, this is for folks who are applying to school 1 to 3 years away, and they want help on perfecting the profile ahead of time. So we have a process where we work with those folks to perfect the extracurriculars and the overall story. We also have a team of former M7 interviewers who help with the interview prep, and former clients in network at all of the top schools. This is a sampling of where people have gotten in the previous years. More schools than this, but these are a lot of the majority. And $4.5 million was sort of awarded to these folks. And so you can get that in round one or round two. How can we help? Feel free to reach out with any other questions or for any further context. This is a little bit about what we offer.